After the defeat of the last Lôke-Khan and the scattering of the tribes, we expected peace to return to Dorwinion, but alas that is not yet the case. For orc incursions on our lands have become ever more frequent and ever more violent. As our armies stretch further and further across the lands of Rhovanion, they encounter more organised parties of orcs, goblins, and even trolls, bigger than ever we've seen before. Commander Edwodyns reports similar events taking place in the south, orc raiding parties which attacked Dorwinion settlements. But unlike the goblins from Mirkwood, these orcs are clad in black armour, branded with a red eye. The elves of the Vintner Court speak of an ancient evil lurking in the south, the one they call Anatar, or Sauron, whilst my kinsmen of Dale speak of an easterling warlord named Khamûl, who has apparently taken refuge on the naked hill of Dol Guldur. Whatever the source of this growing evil, this shadow over our lands, we must take these threats seriously. As our armies further encroach towards the cursed forest of Mirkwood, they encounter orc encampments and warg breeding grounds with ferocious defenders. If we are to bring peace and prosperity to our homeland and all of Rhovanion, it is important that we keep the wheels of war turning, for only through further bloodshed can we ever hope to achieve peace. Hello my friends and welcome back for episode 12 of our Dorwinion campaign in 3rd Age Total War, Divide and Conquer. And before we start, we need to of course pay tribute to the man, the myth, the legend who died way too soon due to an unfortunate incident at the Battle of Logarth, and that is of course Vandermeer. He sadly passed away in mysterious circumstances, probably friendly fire, but let's not talk about that. And I did ask you guys to come up with a recommendation for a renaming for the settlement in order to pay tribute to Mr. Vandermeer. And one recommendation really stood out to me, and that was a recommendation by Adam PT. It also got the most likes, so it seems that most people agreed that that was indeed the finest choice. And that is it Vandermeer or I thought it was Vandermeer, right? Vandermeer's Vineyard. Oh, it even fits. Because of course, we're all about wine, and I think the greatest honour a Northman of Dorwinion can receive is indeed to have a vineyard named after it. Either way, with that said, we have Captain Romendasil, which is indeed a blessed name if I've ever heard one, to keep pushing towards Dol Guldur. We have taken Dorthalu as well. We also have more troops, including some Avari coming over to Varfest to join Edwodyn, the champion of Karasand, to maybe make a push against the Black Gate itself, which would probably trigger a Doomstack. I know it does for Gondor, but I think it also applies to Dorwinion. Might be a problem, but then again, I think the Black Gate is a fairly easy to defend settlement, so we'll see how that goes. We of course also control the entirety of the Sea of Rhûn, as indeed we made a trade with the Dwarves of Erebor. We got Rhubar, in exchange they got some gold, which they do very much love, and the settlement of Bur Ulgur, which is currently undefended. Dol Guldur is not at war with the Dwarves, I don't think, no, so maybe they'll go for it, which would indeed set off a war. Maybe they'll just leave it. Either way, we still have Norway in the area, if indeed we need to make a counterplay. That we will see. But for now, Norway will move south to take the settlement of Brownboat. And with that, we have mostly, and also of course the siege on Bur South is by Avalon. We have pushed back Dol Guldur, or the orcs of Mirkwood, to Mirkwood itself, to the forest, which hopefully the elves will take care of most of their settlements. I'm not too interested in those forest settlements myself. Of course, we also have Mordor and Khan to worry about, as they are pushing respectively against Mataram. Well, Mordor's pushing both, and Edmahath, but we are providing more and more resources to defend that. We also have the militia garrisons for as long as the garrison scripts will live, because of course, as Galu mentioned in the Anduin Vale episode 21, he is considering of getting rid of his script altogether, which would be interesting to see how that would change around to balance the game a little bit. But besides that, I think we are done for turn number 79, so let us move towards turn 80. I'm thinking maybe we can toggle Fog of War again at like turn 100, or if something crazy happens. I kind of like the rule of like when you take an enemy's capital, you can also use a once-in-a-lifetime toggle Fog of War, kind of finding some information about troop movement and all that kind of jazz. Of course, if we managed to take Barad-dûr, we would get our hands on a Palantir and wouldn't have to worry about our own kind of made-up toggle Fog of War rule there. But if we take Dol Guldur, for example, the Hill of Amanlang, then I might consider doing it as well. We'll see. But for now, I'm not too concerned. I don't think we really need to worry about Mataram. What I might actually do... Oh, frick. Our friends of the Anduin Vale are done, pretty much. That's their doom stack, so they're down to their last couple settlements. What I might do, however, is move Athel here, from over Athel there to over Athel here, to Mataram, and switch him with this general. I think he might be a better general to defend against Khan than Mordor, being an archer. But it's not that urgent, so I'm not going to do it right now. It's not a priority, but it's something to take into account, I suppose. Okay, you keep moving. Up to Romendasil. I can't quite exactly remember. There's settlements over here. Dantalad, the Burnt Lands, right? No, Mule. The Burnt Lands are over here. That's the Brown Lands. Where are the Burnt Lands? Is that over here? No, that's Daggerland. I swear there's also the Burnt Lands. This settlement, I can't remember the name of it. It's somewhere over here. Question is, do I move Romendasil to take Dantalad? Yeah, I think I'll take Dantalad. I'll do exactly that. And Dale is pushing out an army as well. Quite nice. Gazdouche, I don't care about you. You can F off. I'm moving to Brown Boat, which is fairly undefended. We can take that in the next turn real quick. It's just ask some Dol scouts. He might send over Mugluk to try and stop us. That we'll have to see. How is my relationship with the elves? Quite good. Military access and everything okay. I don't really need to talk to them. Maybe I can take like one settlement of Dol Guldur and then try to exchange it for peace. We'll see. Right, Bur South is anyway. We can just probably go after that one. I don't need to wait. Haktak. No archers. As you all know, the... Oh, hang on a second. Is this a Northman settlement or an Orc settlement? Well, either way, they won't have many towers or very strong towers. We can use Avalon to kill most of them, so I'm not going to wait 3 more turns. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, Wargs and Maulers, nothing too scary. Let's take it down. Okay, it does seem that that's more a Northman settlement, so they probably captured that from... Probably from the rebels. It probably started out like that. So what I'll do is keep my units in the back, away from the towers, and I think if I harass them enough... Oh, they're not even going to bother. But I'm pretty sure if they were trying to hold the wall, but if I harassed them enough with Avalon, they would also move back. But now, they got a nice Shrine of Melkor over here. Temple of Melkor kind of stands out a little bit. I mean, if I was to sacrifice some men, I suppose, or elves, to the great god in the sky, I guess I could build something like that as well. Yeah, looks pretty neat. I mean, I'm not very well versed in the dark arts. My only knowledge of it comes from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Kalima and all that shit. Alright, it's moving over his maulers, but I think I'd be a... I think I could be a good villain. I don't know, I'm not much of an actor. Nor am I much of a voice actor. I think that's probably right now the main thing that's keeping my intros back is... I try to voice act as convincingly as possible, and usually I am just kind of a narrator. But sometimes I do need to voice specific characters, and it doesn't always work out quite as well. But I try, and I think that's the most important part. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still just a guy doing this kind of stuff at the end of his workday. So don't expect too much professionalism, it's just a hobby after all. I'm still a relatively small channel with that regard as well. But hey, small in stature, but large in production, that's what I try to go for. Doesn't always work out, but... Alright, those maulers are at least very susceptible to arrow fire. That's quite nice. The wargs can be a little bit more annoying, but I don't think they'll be moving out anytime soon. And those towers, I'm not too scared of them. I mean, arrow towers, shouldn't underestimate them, but... Yeah, look at that. Look at that poor sod. But they're not ballista towers. Nor are they actual walls, it's just a palisade. With that said, let's also break down part of the wall. And I think I can also move in some crossbows maybe to do some damage. If they hold that awkward angle there, then that would work. Cast them back into the earth. Go back to whatever hellhole you came from, you scum. The shadow of Mirkwood threatens us no more. I wonder how Kamal is doing, because I'm pretty sure he was chilling in Esgaroth. But I don't think I got the message that the faction leader of Dol Guldur had died. But then again, I'm pretty sure if Kamal dies at one point, he loses the... Oh my god, that was a nice volley on the wargs there. I'm pretty sure he loses the faction leader trait. And I think, but I might be wrong there, that Dol Guldur, very much like Mordor, has a general hiding all the way in the north, in Forodwaith. Just kind of chilling there. So they can never be regicided. But I might be mistaken. I think the faction leader is up there, and Kamal is technically always a faction heir. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it got changed. I should know these things, being right now part of the beta council of Divide and Conquer, but, well, there you have it. I'm not the most attentive person. Alright, can we do some sniper-onlys? Put a scope on that crossbow. Is that gonna work? What are you trying to do, actually? Even if the angle's not that fantastic, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Move close enough to the wall so they can't hit you. But don't run in just yet. Those maulers are brutal. They can really take down a lot of my infantry in melee, and that's where they excel. But if we also break the wall here, then we can sandwich them. And there's nothing quite as tasty as a good orc sandwich. I know last episode I talked about eating horse meat, and I was very happy to read all your comments. It's very interesting to see different reactions between, oh my god, you eat horse meat, to, yeah, we eat horse meat as well. To even Robbie stating that apparently in California it is illegal to eat horse meat, which was quite a surprise, didn't know that. So I guess going from eating horse meat I can go to eating orcs. Then again, how do you even bake an orc? Like, I don't think their meat is all that healthy. I think you need to cook it properly. I don't think you can eat that shit raw. Okay, that was quite a powerful grunt right there. Kind of shook my screen and everything. But I don't know. With a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, you can make any meat taste good, so... there's that. Crossbows go in ham. As soon as the armsmen get in, I'll actually send in the Thorn Guard as well. Men of the Thorn. I've said it so often now that other people have mentioned me that they also say it when they're playing this Dorwinion. I call it the Gimel Chat effect, where I say something so often that you can't stop hearing it. Just like Gimel-Khan is no longer Gimel-Khan, he is now Gimel Chat, and he shall forever be known as Gimel Chat. And in this campaign we don't have Gimel Chat, but I must say the custom generals that we do have, like Avalon, Nerway, Edwodyns as well, they're all pretty Chad-like. They all have inherited some traits of the Gimel Chad. So that leads me to believe that maybe the real Gimel Chad is me. Because I'm the one thing they all have in common, right? I'm the player. Or maybe I'm just getting too big-headed and I'm just a douchebag. Both are possible, and I'm going to put it on 6 times speed, especially with the Thorn Guard now arriving. Although the Thorn Guard are actually probably the worst unit to use against Orc Maulers. With only 4 armor, that armor piercing is pretty limited. Alright. But those Orc Maulers, they are... if used right, they are deadly. And I'm going to turn off my crossbows because they're going to do too much friendly fire. I don't know, maybe it was better to wait a little bit longer, but all in all, I can't say I'm too concerned. Men of the Thorn! There you go. Maybe one day they'll put my voice line in there as well. It's like a 1 in 1,000 chance of it happening when you click on them. And then instead of the whoever does this voice acting, I know it's custom for Divide and Conquer, I'm pretty sure. But instead of that guy, it'll be me. Men of the Thorn. And I'll also make a custom voice line for Gimel Chad, but that's a 1 in 10,000 chance. I am Gimel Chad. Something like that. Alright, they're routing. The Warg Marauders will rout or kill, or get killed I should say, by the Privateer Axemen, no doubt. They're all running. Catch them off guard. Get rid of the Warg Marauders. Ah, there we go. Easy as pie. 96 casualties, but killing well over 500, so that is a win right there. 330 by the Ar-Adûnâim Honour without even... well, they lost 1 to a tower, but they healed that guy, so it doesn't even matter. Losing some Thorn Bladesmen in the process as well with some friendly fire, but all in all, not too bad. Alright, nice, but Southis is now ours. And there we go. Now the question is, of course, do we occupy, exterminate? I think if we exterminate or sack and kill whatever tiny population is over there, we'll never be able to get them to actual cities anytime soon. It'll probably take 100 turns to even get close to it. So I do think Occupy is the way to go, even if it slows down our overall progress. I'm in no hurry, personally. I want this campaign to last quite a bit longer. So I think that's fine. We can also lower the tax rate. I think someone also mentioned that we weren't doing that in some settlements as well, like Torthalu. No, that's on low. Maybe filter? I think that one was on normal. Yeah, we can lower that to low as well. We need 5k population. That's going to take forever. Whew. Well, in Bur South, that's how much we got. 1,000, okay. That's at least a little quicker. Filter? That's pathetic. I probably exterminated that, didn't I? Either way, oh, frick, that's my catapult, isn't it? Alright, you can chill in Vandamir's vineyard for a little bit. Otherwise, I'll lose you. Tremendasil, you're close. Let's start by putting a watchtower here real quick. Concealing the troops, my lord. Okay, there's a settlement here, if I'm not mistaken. Right here. That's still in the hands of Erebor. Shaguk is moving north. Kind of odd, because he doesn't border that territory anymore. He should be pulling back to the forest. Anyway, let's spend our cash. I do want to start building up the necessary buildings to train units in Mistran, because that's of course where I have the Avari armor. So if I train units there, you can already tell 9 defense for vineyard levies, as opposed to if I train them at Ilanen, for example. That's 8 defense. And look, we have an Eomer copy right here. Torre. Did he just grow up? Where did he come from? He's 16, yeah, probably just grew up. That's quite useful. I can move you to Rawburg.
Yes, my lord.
So we can get that up and running as soon as possible. I think maybe a garrison could be good here. Lots of corruption, so that would definitely help. As well as being somewhat of a border territory at the moment. Then in Bursouthis we want to start, I think, with the culture, right? Yeah. Before we get trading posts and chicken farming and all that stuff. Let's see what else I want to build, where I want to build. Vandamir's vineyard. Unfortunately, we can't actually build a vineyard there. That's a bit of a shame, but so be it. That is now... it's not going to be a border settlement for much longer, so I don't really need a militia building there. Lots of corruption though, so I'll build it at some point. Let's start with some farms, which also boosts population growth. Ostineri. I guess we can also get some farms there. It's also a small settlement. Most of these places are almost as abandoned as Eriador is, unfortunately. More farms. Ilanen. Maybe the Lord's Hall, so we can start getting Avari units there as well. Maybe some chicken farming for the extra population growth. Could be quite good. Or the Herbalist. Herbalist also gives population growth because of the health bonus. Which is basically the same. 5%, if I'm not mistaken, is 0.5% population growth. And it also gives a chance to give Vinelord Swain some Herbalist traits, which allow him to heal better after battles, which is quite useful. And with that, we are building everywhere, so that does mean I have a little bit of cash to spend on troops if I so desire. Can I get any units here that are useful to me? No. Can I get any mercenaries? I can. Rhovanion riders, those are very useful. I guess best place to get units is Strondost for us right now, huh? But yeah, I've spent most of my cash. Just like that. Unfortunately, I can't get any new merchants just yet. No, insufficient funds. Agent limit reached, that's the main problem. Because I do want to get the weed from the hobbits, of course. Of course, but at the same time, I don't want to lose out on this guy giving me 900 gold coins. It would take him many turns to get to the hobbits, like at least 20. And at that point, I'd already have lost like 18k in cash. Quick maths. So I don't know if that's worth it. Alright, I think we're at the end of our turn, right? Yeah. Alright. Oh, what's this? Skilled available, Warfest weapons. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Can't even afford it, but I'll accept it so they come back next turn, and maybe then I can afford it. But it is indeed one of my top priorities if some other people have requested that I... Don't try anything funny, buddy. What was that? What was that? Did I just move a unit in there without realizing? It doesn't matter. I don't trust the dwarves. They always have like units so aggressive. Just to quickly finish my thought, I do want to get units trained in Mistrand where I get the advanced blacksmith, because as indeed you already told me, the Thorn Bladesman or other Thorn units we can get with armor upgrades become A, friggin' cool, you'll see if you haven't seen them yet, and B, quite strong, quite good defenses. Anyway, we're facing a large army. Ooh, they got some trolls. Frig, it's the first time we're facing trolls. This guy doesn't matter, it's just Captain Mugluk. So we fought Ugluk before, but now we're fighting the improved version, Mugluk. Which is not just ugly, but motherfucking ugly. Alright, he's got some quality units. I think my Thorn Patrollers might be able to do quite a bit of damage to the trolls. They are quite weak to archer fire, especially armor piercing. But besides that, they are just very, very strong. Either way, we're going to struggle with them. And then, of course, they do have some wargs as well, so it's not like we start out with a cavalry advantage. Though we can get it relatively easily, I think. The striders aren't too scary. Although, actually, they kind of are. This might prove to be tough. But I'm not one to back down, especially when playing with Norway. So let's go! The fight for Brown Boat, the first proper elite Dol Guldur army to meet on the battlefield. Let's show them how we fight them in Dorwinion.
Muster your courage, men!
Okie do. I like the setting. That is a mean hill. We could exploit that. I do think their reinforcement stack is going to come from behind us, but seeing as it's only one unit of scouts, not my main concern. This hill, however, is quite nice. It does mean I can put my crossbows on there, which I do have a nice chunk of them. Like that. Actually, I'll put them a little bit more forward, and then they should be able to fire over my infantry quite nicely. I'll put Norway behind him. I want to keep Norway safe. I don't want to have to rename the settlement after Norway. Although, maybe if he gets a heroic victory, we can do that nonetheless. Let's get the Thorn Guard like that. I'll get the Dorwinion infantry kind of as a backup in case he tries anything funny with his cavalry. Move you guys like that. You over here. And then cavalry Thorn Patrollers, I'm gonna need you to take down the trolls. No. I think Avlin could be, or Avari Naharim in general, could be quite good in taking down trolls as well. But sadly he's not here. He's not here. Let's see what we can do. Did he have a lot of archers? I forgot to check. Stalkers, that's Javies. Scouts, Javies. Headhunters, okay, that's one unit. Ooh, he's got some Kamul Shadow Rangers. Quite a nice unit. Oh, look at that. No, he's already in range. What a beast. Make sure no one's on skirmish mode. Okay, good. Except the Thorn Patrols, of course. Alright, go after those trolls, man. They are just... Poof. If you can, you fire on the trolls. Be sure to stay in guard mode, however. No way as well. Fire on those trolls, man. They are a pest. If we kill them, the entire battle is easy. Right, you guys stay in guard mode as well. If the calf's coming at you, you should be able to kill them quite easily. Especially those guys. Did you just walk through? I guess my line needs to be thicker. When in doubt, be thicker. Alright. I should be shooting at the trolls now. Alright, all crossbows. Fire on the trolls. No way, fire on the... We need to kill those trolls. I don't want them to reach me. They do have plenty of hit points. And I'm not sure if every hit's a guaranteed hit point that we deal. I think that would be a little bit too easy. Right, my Thorn Guard's suffering. Struggling. But their morale is quite poor, especially with the help from their Goblin Headhunters, who do cause morale damage. Oh! The Goblin Stalkers were actually... That was actually his general. The Trolls have at least been dealt a lot of hit points damage because of all the Ross too. Their general is gone, which does bode well for the upcoming battle. But this is where the pain happens. Alright, I want the crossbows to fight at different units. Except for the one crossbow unit there. Get rid of the cavalry. And then our cavalry can take over the battlefield. You crossbows keep fighting on the trolls. I don't care about the friendly fire. Those Thorn Guard are never going to be able to kill the trolls on their own. They need the help. Predator Axemen, I could send them in. They could be quite useful. However, do worry that they'll just get friendly fired and they're worth a little bit more to me than the trolls are. Then again, wait, send in the Privateer and then let the... Okay, he's doing a lot with very little, I must commend him on that. I mean, very little, he does have more troops than me, but he's spreading them out quite smart. I've sent in my Thorn Bladesman there. At least the Wargs are struggling very hard against my Thorn Guard. I need to be able to get a cavalry charge in there. Let's try to do that as efficiently as possible, with as many troops as possible. whilst also preparing to charge that. We can send in the Dorwinion infantry. The trolls are going down. Good. That is, of course, the scariest part. Hello there! Uruk Slayer, slay this! Please don't. Nice! Big route, baby! Oh yeah, big daddy route. There we go, boys. Give me more poison arrows. Scare your own units to death, you fools. Alright, nice, nice, nice. Good. Okay, that's... Oh, frick. Hello there, old Goldur scouts. No way, go in melee. Trolls dead? Almost. Right, now it's just a matter of taking down those guys. Leave the goblin headhunters alone, because they are actually doing me a large favor. The Shadow Rangers, on the other hand, they can go.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I mean, you can fire on them, just don't rout them, just don't kill them. Make sure they can keep fighting. The Uruk Slayers are a prime target for our crossboys. It's not crossbows, it's crossboys. Alright, 130 still of those guys. Then again, it's not really about killing them, it's about routing them, and we're doing that quite well. I know what I said. If this is a heroic victory, I'll name the settlement after Norway. I hope I said that. At least I thought it. I think I've said that. At this point, I'm beginning to question whether I just thought it or also said it. Pretty sure I did. Careful for the calf charge that. If they indeed... You know, we're going shield wall already. If they counter charge, which, look, they're about to do. No, not yet. Then we'll be ready for them with the shield wall. Alright, make sure we hit the 85% threshold. Doing quite well, but we might have to pick up some extra mercenaries after this battle. Those two trolls are holding on to their lives. Let your bows sing, Light of Elbereth upon thee! Even though it's a Moriquendi unit, so we never really saw the Light of Elbereth. Don't question it. Don't question it too much. I mean, I hope my lore is correct, but I'm pretty sure Moriquendi the other ones. They never saw the Light of the Trees of Valinor, right? Is that the same thing as the Light of Elbereth? I think it is, right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't know. If indeed I'm correct, then it kind of doesn't make sense that they have an ability called Light of Elbereth. That is just the pretty standard elven custom ability. Why are you guys not... I thought I told Noe to fight those Goldur scouts. Well, I'm just kind of running through them. Okay then. Peculiar. Okay, battle's pretty much over. They just don't know it yet. Let's see, Goblin Striders. Shoot them. Show them Dorwinion steel. Will this count as a heroic victory? And my second question is, for the heroic victory, does it take into account the casualties before healing or after healing? I believe after healing, and that's the second time that guy's routing. I believe it is calculated after healing, but I might be mistaken. There you go, goodbye troll! Right, that's the garrison of Bursouthis, so I want to make sure... Brownboat, not Bursouthis. So I want to make sure that we kill at least 85% of them. Stand together, men of the thorn! Good! Alright, Norway and friends. You can probably get that 85% on your own. I'm just sending over the cavalry as a backup. I'm not sure where they are. Come on, boys, you don't have that much time. Who's still standing? There should be one unit still standing. Oh, Goblin Headhunters. Come on, let me hunt your head. How do you like it, huh? Not so fun now, huh? Shirk. Alright, you go for the Headhunters. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. I am not done yet. We need to catch those guys, which... That's gonna cut it too close. Yeah, we're not gonna hit those guys. Not even close, I don't think. I might still get a couple. Come on. Oh, we're definitely getting a couple still. Move here. I mean, that could have gone worse, but 45, 85%. My math is terrible, but... Don't think that's enough. Let's see. Our foe is utterly beaten. 20%. It's a heroic victory, so I do have to rename Brownboat after Norway. Let's see, we lost 319, we killed, well, in total, over 2,000. Let's see if the math checks out. 85% of 204. That's roughly 80%, so that's not enough. It doesn't matter one bit, but hey, there you have it. And let's see who killed the most, though I have a gut feeling that it's going to be... Actually, I don't know. Might be... No, we didn't get all his shots off, mind you, so I think it might be one of the cavalry units. 262. Never mind. No, he doesn't need all his ammo. No, he has enough with just his bleed. And the mean look in his eyes. Beautiful. Okay, that's a nice ransom value, but I'm still going to execute you. Oh, apparently it was 85% enough. Let's occupy that, because otherwise Brownboat will always stay Brownboat. We need progress. We need progress. We need to bring civilization to these dastardly people. Ugh. It is a bit weird to think about, right? If you occupy Brownboat, the population is, I assume, like 300 orcs. The goblin hordes enraged. Oh, interesting. So that is the goblins of Moria. So the Anduin Vale is down to their last couple settlements, but so are the goblins of Moria. So that must mean that either Khazad-dûm or the High Elves are doing quite well. It's not the Anduin Vale that's kicking that ass, that's for damn sure. And we have a lot of money all of a sudden. Oh, Western Moria cleared, that's why the orc hordes were enraged. So Khazad-dûm has expanded. Edoras is under siege. So it seems that their first couple good wins against Dunland and Isengard have indeed been swept off the table. Alright, anyway, I'm a man of my word. Brownboat shall be renamed to something after Norway. I could ask you guys' opinion, but nah, I'm gonna do this one myself. Let's see. I mean, it is... What is this region called? The East Bight. Honestly, the Plains of Norway sounds quite nice. Plains of Norway. I like that. Okay, dwarves are still holding on. Have they got a garrison there? No, it's just... No one's there. They're just kind of awkwardly looking how Dale and Dol Guldur are just fighting each other so hard. At least Dale's still pushing quite aggressively, even though they're technically not bordering Dol Guldur anymore, which is quite nice. Might be part of the new AI, I'm not quite sure. Okay, first and foremost, tell me there's a settlement here.
As you wish.
That is Storlingvar. Of course, in the woods themselves we have lower movement speed, and I don't think we can keep the peace with just one unit here. Actually, we can.
Yes, my lord.
Awesome. So, Mr. Avalon, I would like to have you move into the trees to take Dorlingvar, which I will then try to trade with one of the elven nations. Not sure what I'll ask for in exchange. Maybe nothing. You don't always need something in exchange. Sometimes friendship is all you really need, right? Captain Herluck might try to take Vandermeer's vineyard. That would be quite annoying. Can I get some mercenaries? Nope. Good, I guess, otherwise it'd be too easy. But we do have a catapult here, so we'll see. But I can soon take Dantalad. Alright, Captain Ballsack, what do you want? Nah, you're not worth my time. If I take Dantalad, then we don't border Dol Guldur. Yeah, technically we still do with the Brown Lands. Okay, nothing too scary. Just a fort encampment there, so no, no towers or anything like that there. So, Reaches of Mirkwood, that's Dorlingvar. And then there's a settlement here, Narrows of Mirkwood, which I think is actually Erinrunen. No, wait, this is Erinrunen, Eastern Mirkwood, so that's a different settlement somewhere over here. Interesting. Right, let's take a quick peek. Am I forgetting about anyone? Captain Normendasil, you're in Emmanuel. Captain Breor, you're moving to Vafa. Oh my lord, hello there, Nakra. It seems after his first failed attempt he came in big. Without a general though, and we need one more turn to get it upgraded to a stronghold, which I do believe gets ballista towers, so we should be fine. Let's see if Edwodyn already has some of the healer traits. That could also be quite fun. He has a doctor, yes, so that's plus 6% casualties recovering. That is amazing. It also makes him more fertile, so that's quite nice. You can get both retinue and traits from the herbalist, so that's quite good, but it seems we only got retinue so far, but 6% extra casualties recovered is fan-friggin-tastic. Alright, you want to go after Mataram, do it. Don't be a pussy. Okay, that said, let's see what we can build first and foremost. Plains of Norway, let's start by... Well, we already have the regular militia garrison here. Let's start with culture. Ruba. Let's get some farms. Elgair. We can get an armorer there, but I think we can't upgrade that one anymore. That's already a stronghold. So population growth not as important. Let's get a great hall there to get some more free upkeep. And also more recruitment slots should the need arise, which I would doubt. Unless, let's get the Master Mason's Hall, because then we are set for the future. And Strondost. Are these good for mines? They're alright. But I think a dockyard will give me more money. It's quite expensive. Okay. Let us see. Mistrand. I really want to get a Thorn Barracks there ASAP, which will still take a little bit. Let's get Avari Shadows whenever we can get them. What kind of blacksmith have I got there? Just a regular blacksmith. Okay. Well, I think we should just get some Thorn units, right? They're quite decent. Yeah, let's do that. And then Captain Lund, you can keep moving to Enmahath as well. If they fight me at Varfest, that could actually be a very fun battle, especially with the new Avari units that have arrived. I'm not sure if we could have survived without them, to be honest.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Okay, watchtower, just in case.
This tower will keep vigil.
Just so we know. Alright then, is that all for this turn? Let's see here, spy... Diplomat at Rhubarb, I don't really need you anymore. Oh, you were pushed in... Ah, that's what happened earlier. You were pushed into Rhubarb by Captain Gain. Okay, well...
Your orders.
Athena, I'm gonna move you... Move you here, I guess.
Tomorrow's
I don't really know. Okay, I think that's all for this turn. I do expect to get attacked somewhere. Maybe he'll besiege Vandermeer's Vineyard. Maybe he'll finally do the attack on Mataram or Varfest. Either way, lots of stuff to look forward to. Might as well get the Weaponsmith Guild in Varfest, eh? We are retraining some units there anyway, so... If they want a small boost, a small boon, then they can get it. Oh man. I must say, Dorwinion is... I wouldn't say my favourite faction ever, but... I have grown quite fond of them during this campaign, I must say. I never played them before. This is still my very first time playing them. Oh, you poor sod. Oh, you poor sod. Oh, come on, man. Don't waste my time with this shit. But as I said, as I finish my thoughts, I am enjoying them quite a lot. Why didn't you bring those extra reinforcements in? You have an army right there. I know they have movement speed because they were there before. Oh, you idiot.
Attack!
Alright, start deployment. Keep those high paladins out of the fight. Just grab a shield, you moron. No wonder you guys die so quick. Don't be too... I don't know, what is it? Pride? Don't be too proudful? Is that a word? Proudful? Don't be too... No, just proud. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright, as before, we do want to... Sorry, guys. Waste you guys' lives, because you guys don't matter to us. I know. Black lives matter, all lives matter, whatever side you want to pick, even though it's not a side debate in my opinion. What we can all agree on is that Westfront Defenders' lives, that's a mouthful right there, don't matter one bit. We don't give a shit about Westfront Defenders. We don't give a damn. Alright, Vineyard Bowman, you can pretty much take the same. Actually, I kind of positioned you here and that worked out quite nicely. If it works, it should work. And everyone else, just kind of stay out of... Actually, I'm just going to put everyone that's not a mercenary or an archer, or I guess a Rhovanion hunter, in here. There's no reason for us to risk their lives. They're all just Moranan Guard with like some variations in there, right? I honestly don't need to watch this one with too much attention. We got this. But yeah, the AI just doesn't take garrison units into account when they calculate their odds of winning, because the AI rarely starts a siege battle or a fight in general when they don't have at least half of the balance of power. If they have a significant disadvantage with the balance of power, they're not going to try to fight normally. But because the garrison units are only added in later, they think they have a chance. Then the garrison gets thrown in, and then then the balance of power is calculated. But at that point, the AI have already made up their mind. I need to slow down when I'm talking. I want to try talking too fast, and then it just... I've had that problem as a kid. Well, from when I was a kid, I should say. Always spoke too fast. Some say it's a sign of intelligence, others say just calm the fuck down. I'm more on the latter side, I would say. Seems a lot of things these days are interpreted as a sign of intelligence. Oh, when you sleep in, that's a sign of intelligence. When you talk too fast, that's a sign of intelligence. When you play Divide and Conquer, that is a sign of super intelligence. And if you take all those things into account, by all means, I should be a genius. But I'm a moron. I'm an idiot first class, so I take it with a grain of salt. Just like I take my orcs with a grain of salt. And just like that, I have connected the Battle of Bursouthis with the Battle of Mataram all in one go. And that is the internal consistency you can only get on the Izzy channel. Anyway, we're just pushing them. Well, they're trying to push us. We're pushing them out. It's the red wave versus the brown drab wave. I will keep my cavalry on standby, of course, because I do expect a rout at some point to happen. Besides that, hunters, go home. There's no point in you risking your lives. Archers, where the frig do you think you're going, buddy? Where do you think you're going? They've lost half their army, we've lost 5%. And we haven't actually lost anyone, because those guys, you know, they respawn for free. They're free guys. Goodbye. Oh, you're not routing? You're just walking away. Don't walk away. Just like that Dokken song. I doubt anyone here listens to Dokken, but if you do, you have my respect. But in case you do know Dokken, then you know, don't walk away. Stay here. I do like the Moranangard. They're actually one of my favourite. I mean, not favourite, they don't look cool, but I feel like they fit the world of Tolkien and just the orcs very well. It's a very nice design that really fits. They're both kind of like semi-professional, but they still have like random bits and bobs of armor and just bits and bobs of weaponry as well. It doesn't really all match, but to some degree it does. I don't know, I like them very much. Look at that, we're even pushing them outside. That's just how much balls we have. The Western defenders. Expendable but ballsy. Wait, do you have maulers? No, you don't. Never mind. Maulers would actually have a chance of doing, well, more than this. Honestly, move out the Rhovanion riders. It's time to put an end to this. And watch them just besiege me again with that other army. Like, at least Khan killed some dudes. So it seems that Khan is actually Khan, and you're more Khan, right? Brrrr, gone. I'm surprised you're not routing. I mean, you can't really rout when you're all dead, with the exception of that one guy. 6 times speed, cavalry micro. One cav charge is all it takes sometimes. There we go, they're done. Another orc army bites the dust. Alright, let's end it there. So we lost 131 and we killed about 1,000, because they're gone. And in truth, we lost 2 Rhovanion riders, because those guys, they come back. It does not matter one bit. And again, we have defended Mataram, and I just noticed the year is 3,000. What a nice round number. Beautiful. And let us execute them. Now that is going to be a more impressive fight. I do hope. I do hope. A couple more heroic victories there, and maybe I'll even rename the settlement Edwodyns. Oh! Oh, how the turntables have turned, my friend! Now we are the one ambushing you, you fools! You thought you knew all the paths in the forest, and you thought you'd be safe, but no, 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 no. Oh, you fool, for Avalon is a true elf, and he knows these woods better than any of you. For when he was in exile from Dorwinion, he apparently spent a lot of time in Mirkwood, co-mingling with the elves of Thranduil's realm. So what are we ambushing here? Some Dol-Guldur hosts, some Uruk slayers, okay, some goblin riders, and some Mirkwood Uruks. I can't remember the last time I did an ambush. It's definitely been a while, so that's going to be quite fun. All right, nice. This is going to be fun, especially with all the horse archers and thorn patrollers we have. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so yeah, we already know where they're at. They're just walking in line. And we can set our troops up on both sides, which, you know, taking our crossbows into account, we're definitely going to fight on the Uruk Slayers. Or actually, maybe we'll just let loose like crazy on their Warg Marauders. They're a little bit more annoying because they're so mobile. whilst the Uruk Slayers can easily be kited by my horse archers and my... Well, I definitely want Avalon to also fight on the Rogue Marauders, considering the fight at Bur South is where he just annihilated those guys. I definitely want a repeat of that. But then my Thorn Patrollers can mostly just focus on the Uruk Slayers, I'd say. Is that everyone? No, I'm missing a couple of units. Oh, more Thorn Guard. Hunt them down. Alright. Oh, right, they're Goblin Striders, not even Warg Marauders. Never mind. So they're not even going to try to rush me. Or they shouldn't try to rush me. They might try to rush me, but they won't work. We don't care about the Uruk. Oh, wait. No, Mirkwood Uruks and Uruk Slayers are both scary, but Uruk Slayers are a little bit easier to kill with our Thorn Patrollers, I would say. Ar-Adûnâim, let loose on the Goblin Striders, even if they throw their jabbies. I don't care. Crossbows. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. From the Orcs' perspective, of course. Of course. Right. Yeah, this is a sad state of affairs. Keep one more volley and then we'll send in the Thorn Guard. I think we'll already send in the Thorn Guard. You'll get that volley off. Oh. You like the shotgun approach? Pull you back. Where's my proper cavalry? Duh. Be quick about it. Let's give them a good charge. Let us give them a good charge. Oh frick. That is my bad. Alright, run away. They are surrounded. Pull back, Avalon. Don't want to risk losing you. That would not be worth it. Yeah, even a unit with 3 charge like the Thorn Patrollers. Always good. Always fantastic. Alright, they'll run soon. They're surrounded. But my lord, there is no such army. Wine starts flowing. Blood starts dripping. The enemy general abandons his men. Nice rhyming. Alright. That's all she wrote. That is all that the Book of Dorwinion wrote about this battle. 3%, 69%, but we definitely want more than that. I always want more than 69. Just 69 alone is just not enough to satisfy me, you know? I need more than that. 85% comes closer. I'm not sure who's still fighting, even though I specifically told you to stop fighting. I definitely saw some arrows flying over there. Okay, but 93% should suffice. We lost 28 guys, and we killed, well, 656. So 2%, which were mostly Thorn Crossbowmen. Couple of Patrollers, couple of Blazemen. Eh. We also healed 8 of the Thorn Crossbowmen, so we actually healed a fair chunk of the ones we lost. So that is not that bad at all. Nice job. And let us execute them, of course. Always celebrate a successful ambush with an execution. There is an army at Bur South is there, but I don't think they're actually going to go for it as soon as I besiege Dorlingvar. As long as I can reach it in one turn, we can grab it quicker than they can grab Bur South, unless they have siege equipment, which I doubt they do. So the Guldur at this point is just kind of scrambling their troops to go, oh. You know what? I know I'm not allowed to sneak peek in a Vardensmith guild. Ooh, I'll have to take that into account. And I'm not going to look at the minimap. If you want, you guys can look at the minimap. But I just want to take a look at the situation of Rohan and Isengard, because this is, of course, the first campaign I'm doing in version 5, and I'm very curious to see the balance of power and what's going on in the world. I won't look at the minimap, So the last time we checked, Rohan had all the lands up until Dunyard, if I'm not mistaken. Or they were besieging Dunyard. One of the lands, they at least had armies up until here. And Isengard only had Isengard on like Eisenrun, I think. Maybe not even that. But now Isengard has just been unleashed and they've taken Edoras. Doomstack has spawned, Alduini. But yeah, I don't think Rohan will be hanging in there for much longer. they'll probably survive up until like turn 100 or something, which is roughly how long I think they survived in like version 4.5. Alright, anyway, before I take a peek at the minimap, which I don't want to do. Ah, there we go. I am blind once more. We'll take Dantalad in just a mo. Let's see if we can besiege Dorwinion. We can. It is a castle, I think, or what is it? Yeah, it's a castle. And look at that fatty. More! More. Okay, Plains of Norway. So we'll be taking the Reaches of Mirkwood by taking Dorwinion. There must be a settlement somewhere over here. Ah, that's probably this one, Ostingale, which is their capital now. Interesting. So they moved it from Dolguldur. Maybe this one was taken? I don't think so, based on the culture and shit. But that might be old information, which is no longer accurate. The thing is, if I keep pushing, at least Dale's helping me out quite a bit right now. But I don't want to leave my borders undefended, you know. Alright, you guys chill in Edmahath. Even though you cost me quite a bit in upkeep, so be it. My economic situation right now is looking quite good. Because look at all this trade, boys. Oh, that is a thing of beauty right there. Let's see, we can build something in Karasand. What shall we build? That can be upgraded once more, so maybe chicken farming could be quite nice. Get the population growth. Yeah, let's go for it. Mornethel? Oh, what is this? A trading plaza? That looks awfully green. I like it. That seems like a great place to build. That's an upgrade for the trader exchange, right? Yeah, that's the highest tier. Requires fairground and roads. That's quite nice. How good are the mines? Not that good. Can this be upgraded? Yeah, they can all be upgraded once more as well. Let's start with the trading plaza. I think that one's going to rake in tons of cash, which Mornethel is already kind of known for. Border South is, it is a border region for now. Then again, if they attack it, I don't think the 2 extra militia will make any difference. So let us get... I think let's get a Thorn Barracks there, just so I can train some units. Because right now it's kind of pathetic. Culture is almost there, right? 25. Oh, we need 33. How good is a tomb? Happiness and I don't know. Let's get the Thorn Barracks. Vandermeer's Vineyard. Whatever shall we build there? What's the culture like? That's over 33%, so Thorn Barracks could be good. And then I don't have to rely on getting units from all the way back from my homeland, you know. Okay. Let's check once more. Varfest, that's on the siege, so I can't build anything there. Bur Ermanarikis, the home of the Balchoth. What shall we build there? Let's go for the Master Mason's Hall. Dorthalu. Rhodes is always pretty appealing, but it's quite expensive, so I'm thinking Master Mason's Hall first, and then Rhodes. Then soon we'll have Rhodes all over, because that's a nice bit of road there. Bit of a junction on the map. Alright, first things first. Let us take Dantalad with Captain Romendasil. Captain Ishtrak has nothing too scary. No archers, some javelins with the Golguldur scouts and orc hunters, and then some pretty basic infantry with the orc fighters. We do have Regent Bogard, some crossbowmen as well from the Thorn. So I think we can be, or just kill them all before we even have to cross blades. Alright, let us claim Eminmuil. Alright. Look at this place, look at this dump. It's time we turn into a proper town. Bring some some Dorwinion wealth to this place. Look at that highly decorated Thorn Rider captain. Oh, beautiful. 7, 6, 10. It's not bad. Alright, let's start. You don't have towers, so I can just move as close as I want. You only have javelins, which... yeah, no. Wait, are you going to try to move out? What are you up to? Just get in range of my crossbows and they can do nice amounts of damage, even if they have to fight in an arc. That's not too bad of an angle. Especially when they're like clumped up like this. Even I would hit that target, I'd say. So crossbows aren't as good in an arc, but when they're clumped up like that and they're not moving or anything like that, you're still bound to kill many. Like, we've already killed 10%. And then they move away like that. And they think it's a good idea to send over there. Which really isn't. How about we take that ram again? Because you were kind of shitty in melee. Rhovanion spears. I feel like their icon doesn't really match how they actually look. I feel like that's the case for a lot of Rhovanion units. Except the riders. They do look like that. But like the hunters, I think they also look different, right? Yeah. I mean, it's fairly accurate, just the guys here are more colorful, especially their shields. Whilst they look kind of drab brown in their profile picture. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not that big of a deal. Although I am quite happy that the mercenary system is working quite well now and I can get lots of mercenaries, because otherwise this campaign would be more difficult, I'd say. But perhaps that can be a new house rule at some point if I really want to spice things up. To have, to not be able to recruit mercenaries and like that. Are we hitting anything? Oh, we definitely are. We definitely are. Alright, break down the gate. Or, yeah, break down the gate, why not? And then let's bring over some units here as well. So we can just attack from all sides. I don't know. It also seems fun just to destroy shit. We'll take it from here. The Man of the Thorn will take it from here. Can you fire on them? No, you can't. Well, you guys have significantly better range, right? So maybe you can. There you go. That works. Right? It's gonna be an awkward angle. That's okay, I'll live for awkwardness. Our soldiers have proved their worth today. It's already 1/3 of their army gone by just moving my crossbows around.
The battering ram has done its work.
Oh, why are you guys inside? Bale? Like Bale Organa? Bale? Alright, honestly, I think it's time we just end this. Like those guys said, we'll take it from here. You guys can finish off your volleys. Fight on the scouts. Servant lot. Alright, careful for those javelins. Oh! Frick. My guys came in a little bit quicker than I anticipated. Just drop the equipment, we don't need it. What I do need is you guys to come on in. Oh, there's a thorn crossbows. What are you doing? I figured they came in a little bit too quick for to be Region Axe Guard. Then it turned out to be thorn crossbows. I should have kept you guys on guard mode, eh? Little antsy fuckers. That's okay, I respect that. I do. Alright, let's make sure we at least disable, quote unquote, their javies so they don't start flinging them my way. That's the only thing that can really do some damage. The Vintner Court Knight should have no problem cleaning up this mess. Let's see, you guys. 14 attack, 25 defense. Now, that is an elite unit right there. Alright, good. They're sending in their scouts. Regent Axe Guard against Orc fighters is a very one-sided fight. Thorn crossbow, stop fighting. Just stop everything. Dead in your tracks. Yeah, you should mop up this Orc Hunters without any problems. Like, their stats are force... Oh, I actually thought that was 6 charge. I was about to say that's a very high charge. 4, 3, 6. 6 defense is better than I expected. I think they have an armor upgrade. But 4 attack, it's pretty pathetic. Don't fight the Orc fighters up ahead. The spears might have a hard time. Men of the Thorn. You know it. Alright, you want to see something impressive? And I'm not going to pull down my pants. Yet. I'm going to throw some javies or some axes or whatever it is you throw. Nice. They don't like that one. I can tell you that much. They're going to even return fire. Ass hats. Well, the few times that Izzy uses javelins correctly. At least he thinks he does. He probably is not, and someone will comment, that's not how you use javelins, you fool. You just caused 20 million friendly fire hits. Okay, that's a little bit too close for comfort. You still got that shot of you, cheeky bum. Alright, that's over. 5% casualties is fine. Most of those are easily replaced. We didn't lose all that many of our Northmen elite. The Avengers, as I like to call them. Edward the Avenger would also have been a cool name, but then I'd have to come up with a different backstory. And it is too late for that. Alright, it's over. 100%. Lest my eyes mistake me.
We have one here.
There we go. 80 casualties. We killed over 800, so that is quite good. Regent Bogart killing the most. Axe Guard losing 6. Okay, that's more than I would like. Vintnacor Knights losing 1, and they killed 142. That is impressive. A fine job. And now Dantalad and the lands of Eminmuil are ours. Nice. Did my lands. They already have roads, which is quite impressive. Who knows, maybe there's more population than I thought at first. Hey, yeah, I can already upgrade that. That's quite a surprise. Happiness is a bit of an issue. Well, let's just hope it doesn't stay an issue. I can probably destroy more buildings in other places as well. Yeah. And I think I can do the same thing in Rune, which I kept postponing. But if I can already turn this into a large town, that's quite good. Yeah, let's check the runic lands. Probably some stuff I can get rid of, unless I already did. No, that can go. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go over it. Don't want to spend too much time on it. If I miss something, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, but it is a nice way to save some cash. To buy some more stuff now, which, well, it's gonna be troops. Stables can go because I get all my units from one building instead of, you know, one for archers, one for cavalry, one for ranged and stuff. Infantry. Everything else here serves a point. Let's take a look once more at Wintirian. Yeah, okay, stables. And just like that, we have like, I don't know, 3k extra, I think. We are building everywhere. Yes, we are. Trying to keep the peace in Dantarat, which will prove to be difficult, but... And all, just like that, we now control a large, because this is very large terrain if we look at it on the map. We actually have the Ar-Adûnâim now. We have a, well, not an empire, not a kingdom. What are we called? A realm? Because we have a Vine Regent, not a king nor an emperor. Although maybe a coronation should be in order at some point. But we have an empire or a realm that stretches all the way from the Sea of Rune to the Ar-Adûnâim. So that's quite nice achievement. And I'll invest the money I made from destroying buildings in an Avarin Smith's guild. Yes, we have reached the Fowls of Rauros. We control half of them. Not sure if it's the Anarian or the Isildur side, but... Well, we control one side of it. Okay, Dorlingvar. I think I just went... yeah, we don't have siege equipment yet. I do want to keep pushing with Norway and keep the plains of Norway, well, relatively undefended, but I might lose him that way. But at this point, it would feel a bit silly to not keep pursuing, or to not keep pushing my advantage. And I'm thinking of maybe sending over Erland to Dantalad. Man could make it there in 2 turns. Yeah, you don't need Tortalu, right? Or Tortalu doesn't need you, I should say.
Yes.
No, okay, good. I can bolster them for 1 turn. They probably won't go into an open rebellion just yet. And here is Dagorlat, which is the lands of Moranon, right? Or no, that's probably... That's part of Gelabrin, isn't it? Yeah, it is. This is Udun. Oy, 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 oy. I'm a little bit scared of Mordor just because I can't produce that many units just yet. I'm still kind of building up a little bit. But I think I definitely should. Alright, like these guys, send them to the front line. I definitely took my roads everywhere, so we can get them where we need them as quickly as possible. Okay, then of course the question arises, what do I do with Norway? Do I keep pushing? Try to go for Ostingale? I don't think I will because it has such a big mean garrison. I want to scout it first. Yeah, look at that. I mean, they're not exactly the best units, but Norway's kind of running on fumes a little bit. I think we're best off chilling just a little bit. Okay, yeah, Bursouthis technically does border the enemy. And I guess, yeah, the Brownlands run all the way up to here, so Vandermeer's Vineyard is also bordering enemy territory. That's a little bit annoying. So Bursouthis definitely, we'll get a spy there, that's kind of useful. Definitely need some reinforcements. I guess I can pull them from Carverad, which is no longer bordering enemy territory. And then you can go to Rawburg, try to get that up to a town as quick as possible. Any other towns we can upgrade that I'm just not aware of? No. I'm surprised Leicester's such a small population. I guess we did exterminate them, so that explains it. Okay, I am kind of banking on a battle at Varfest. That's going to be so much fun. Even got some golden boys. Nice. We'll probably fight more golden boys against Mordor than we did against Ruin. He's even got Lôke-Khan and Great Beast. Oh my lord. Okay. Frick. That's gonna make this battle interesting. At least it's a stronghold now, so that should... Emphasis on should. That's the highest tier, right? It is. Should be... Because we get the Northman stronghold. That's our culture. So we should get Ballista Towers. As Northman, you don't get Ballista Towers with a castle, but you do as a stronghold, I'm pretty sure. Whereas as Gondor, you also get them as a castle. Which, the castle might actually be easier to defend than a stronghold, in my humble pie opinion. But let's see if Mordor goes for it. They do! Captain Nakra goes for it. We have Avar units, with some experience behind their teeth as well. We have, of course, Edwodyn, champion of Karasand, slayer of orcs. But we're up against some interesting foes, including Great Beast, which hopefully we can try to, run amok. And some Lôke-Khan as well as just Black Uruk, which are the post-barrack event tier units. They're quite good. Same with Sauron's Will. That's a pre-barracks event unit, which of course doesn't apply anymore, but they are very, very, very good for being relatively early on available. So yeah, it's going to be a tough fight, but if indeed we have Ballista Towers, then I think we'll be fine. And that might open up the road for the counterattack at Rhovanion. We'll see, of course, about that. Anyway, this is gonna be rough. It's gonna be a tough fight. Let's try to win at least. And if indeed we can win, then I would consider renaming the settlement after Edwodyn, if he survives.
Muster your courage, men!
Those look like Ballista Towers, and they're in quite a nice position as well. And if I'm not mistaken, those are all Ballista Towers as well. Right, I'm getting mad flashbacks to my Ar-Adûnâim campaign now, where I was fighting against one of these... Was it Angmar? I can't remember. But I've already gotten very angry at these kind of settlements when I was attacking them. So this should work out for me, right? Okay, let's see here. I want to do the following. I definitely want to have my Avarin units on the front line so they can die first, and then they'll be the first to get healed. Remember, Edwodyn does have a very strong healer trait. And then I want to throw in the Western defenders because their lives don't matter. And they'll be the ones that soak up the casualties, which can then bolster the overall pool of replenishment. The more units we lose, the more units we get back, because it's a percentage calculation, right? So ideally, I want all the Western defenders to die. So I'll pop them here. I don't even know if the battering ram will make it there. We'll see. Ladder's not going to be a problem, especially with these guys here, the Avari Spearmen. Their Javis will already kill plenty of them. Those are just Black Uruk, so I'm not too scared. If indeed they get on the walls, then we shall mop them up quite handily. The Siege Tower, on the other hand, actually, I'm not scared of it. First and foremost, these guys, can't quite recall their name right now. Morgul Chosen, if I'm not mistaken. They have very high defense, but basically no attack. I think they have like 3 or 4 attack. Very, very low. And secondly, I don't even think that Siege Tower is going to make it to the wall. If they do make it to the wall and the Lôke-Khan start pouring on there, then we might be in trouble. But for now, I'll put my archers here to activate all the Ballista Towers. I guess I could put you guys here to activate extra Ballista Towers. Besides that, these guys should be able to activate all Ballista Towers there, and I will just keep all these guys in reserve. But maybe, just maybe, I want to send Edwodyn out. Then again, he might get chased by like Great Beasts and stuff. That's kind of the one downside to this kind of settlement. We only have 1 gate. I mean, inside he can't really do much. Outside, I think I'll move him out, but I'll keep him far away from the battle at first, just to kind of see how everything goes. I also don't want to run the risk of us leaving the gate open by accident, which can indeed happen. I'll leave the rest of the cavalry inside because I'm not in the mood to micro too much. And I'll leave everyone else here kind of as a reserve unit. In case things go really bad, then we can always use the last line of Ballista Towers to hold. Alright, Edwin, you need to move out fast. We don't have lots of time. Spearman, you need to move into like a better position, like that. I hear the beautiful sound of Ballista Towers. It's so nice not to be facing Ballista Towers, but to have them on my side. Alright, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Make sure to close the gate. Close the gate! Move away from that gate, ya fools! We don't want to give the Great Beast free... Yeah, That siege tower is never going to make it there. Hello there. Ah, the gate is closed. Beautiful. Alright, now you can get in position. How am I losing? It's okay, they'll be the first thing, but are they getting killed by ballista? Yeah, they're getting killed by that ballista tower. Oh, you fool. Alright, how about you move away and don't activate it? Although I think those guys also activated, so it doesn't really matter. It's okay, just hit your own siege tower. Yeah, fool. Fire on the Sauron's will if you see that, yeah. I actually already clicked on them. Alright, Edwodyns, yeah, you need to just stay clear of the enemy for now. Especially those Lôke-Khan. Where's their battering ram? Did they just forget about it? Where's your batter? They just dropped it. I mean, this is already going to be too easy with OP ballista towers. If you're also just going to forget about your battering ram, it's going to get incredibly easy. Why are the ballista tower just killing my own units? Seriously. Who's doing that? Someone's doing some mad bullshit here and killing my own units. Like, really? Oh, it's the great beasts that are doing that. They're throwing their javelins, like, over the wall. This ballista tower is an asshole. They're killing so many friendlies. Alright. Kill the siege tower, man. Come on. Normally, the siege towers never make it. It's literally one of the first times I see a siege tower actually being effective. Alright. We've killed 13% so far. The preliminary casualties don't really matter all that much because, of course, we are banking on the fact that we heal them. I do still think we'll take down the siege tower. It'll just take a little bit longer. Although, some hits just don't seem to be registering. But my ballista, yeah, that one like missed real hard. That one's fighting at enemies. Sometimes we get a hit in here and there, but it only does 3% damage. It's okay, I mean, he's not sending over any extras. My Avari Shadows have actually decent stats. 11, 15. It's much better than the Morgul Chosen, which have 6 attack, which is more than I thought, and 20 defense. So, yeah, we'll be fine. Defeat is almost a certainty. You don't see. Those Lôke-Khan still chasing me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. They're getting the good old ballista tower treatment, eh? You like that, you asshole? I bet you do. 82%. Slowly but surely, it's going down. Emphasis on slowly. Again, just not using their ram. They're really banking on the fact that their ladders and siege towers are going to get the job done, which they're not. I can tell you, they're not. I mean, I'm still banking on the fact that I'll lose Westron defenders. They have to die, because otherwise my entire strategy falls flat, and I'll lose more Devada than I would like. Just hit the siege tower. Come on, you've done it so many times in my other campaigns. Don't let me down now. I mean, I'm quite confident about this battle, especially at this point. I'd be more scared if it was dragging in the battering ram with those great beasts, not beasts, great beasts still alive. But it seems they don't really care about such a thing. No, they're just kind of chilling. What's going on in that tiny AI brain of yours? I really want to know. I feel I've made that comment so many times before, but it's always pertinent. Alright, I was looking 84%, you're not hitting it anymore, are you? Where did the Morgul Chosen go? Wait, did they all die? They died really fast all of a sudden. Wow, good job, Avari Shadows. Alright, how about you move here? What are you doing? Your units on the walls are routing or dead. You are not pushing your battering ram. You're setting yourself up for a massive defeat. I'm not even going to send in Edwodyns because there's a chance the ballista tower might just snipe him. I'm just going to leave him there. Your Lôke-Khan are moving around in the back. Also just taking hits. Losing lives. What are you doing? Oh, hello, Lôke-Khan. Having a good time? Use your battering ram, you fool! Surely, you must be doing something, right? You're not just gonna sit there, right? Does your entire plan revolve around your Lôke-Khan just walking around menacingly? I mean, I could edit this out if you guys don't want to watch it, but I'll just keep talking, whatever. But yeah, at this point we're just gonna take him down. Oh, look, another great beast. Well, we're just gonna take him down with our ballista towers, and I don't have to do a damn thing about this, which will indeed be a heroic victory. So maybe I should name the settlement after the ballista towers. But the thing is, my western defenders need to die. And there we go, siege tower is now gone. Now you should pull out your battering ram, right? Just listen to the ballista towers on 6 times speed. You hear that? That, my friends, is the sound of balance. Ah, beautiful. It's ridiculous. Shadows pull back. Yeah, I need some western defenders to just die to get the casualties up. I want the Avadi down now. Surprised the ladders are still standing. I'm almost considering just opening the gates at this point. It's become somewhat sad. They've lost half their army already, including their best units. The Lôke-Khan are gone. Grey Beasts are running amok. We've killed Captain Nakra. That Grey Beast is going to start doing friendly fire. Battering ram is moving? Yes, it's moving! All it took was their captain to die. Maybe it was just a bad captain and he wasn't giving the right orders. And now he died in battle and then a lieutenant took over. And he's like, alright, I'm in charge now. Get that friggin' battering ram up here. See, even I manage to make sense out of the AI sometimes. I can give it somewhat of story-friendly twist. Alright, I'm going to put the Western defenders on the walls because they might still try to push through. I hope you guys die in large droves so you can replenish the rest of the men. Well, it's not losing anyone else. So you three all die completely and then everyone else lives, and I'll call it a win right there. You're gonna have to hurry up a little bit more. That ram might not even make it to the wall. Edwin, you actually... Oh, you lost a couple units. How did that happen? Not sure what happened there. Edwodyns Honour is still alive, right? Yeah, there he is. Does he have a shield? Wear a shield, you moron! Shields protect lives. Always wear protection, whether it's during sexy time or during combat. There are two comparable situations, you know. If you don't wear protection, you can get shafted for the rest of your life. And that is fact. Alright, Black Orc Archers, if you want to have a go. Like, black or not, I'm not racist. I don't care. I'll kill you either way. You can get a volley off. It's not going to faze me at all. I'll be surprised if I lose anyone. Whilst to our good archers, these are very good knights. These are the finest knights of the Vintner Court. The only thing that can kill me are ballista towers. Which seems to be the case, so let's get the frig out of there. I kind of missed the arrow towers, just because I could have Edwardin doing stuff instead of being scared of ballista towers. Alright, the ram is finally coming over. Good, good, good. The Lôke-Khan Brim almost reduced to ash. I guess it's kind of symbolic of how the war with Dorwinion and Rune went. Pretty similar. And I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Okay, yeah, you're just chilling there. That's fine. Kill some Western defenders for me. Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right, we can go 6 times speed again because they're not at the walls yet. It's a long ass fight just for us to get an easy win. And gone. I'm impressed you're not routing. Your general is dead, mind you, and you are just Uruk trash. I'm very impressed. Alright, they're at the gates. Took you long enough. And there we go. Now we should see some action. Blast their eyes. Oh no! They're gonna use the ladder. I still feel like you're gonna use the ladders at some point, right? So he doesn't have beasts anymore. He doesn't have trolls anymore. He just has a relatively small selection of mediocre infantry, whilst the Western defenders are far from bad. 915 is quite good even for a spear. Ah, yes, lovely friendly fire ballista.
The enemy have taken.
Okay, it doesn't seem like he's going for the gate, or sorry, the walls at all. Easy enough. Easy enough. Alright, now the Western defenders can just die in droves, and we can replenish all the Avari we've lost. I hope. That is the plan. The plan might not work. Don't blame the plan, blame me in that case. Alright. Get them. It's just a matter of mopping them up. We have Edwodyns on standby in case they try to rout. But now it's just a matter of high-speed velocity killing. Good, die! I need you to die! And then I will take your body parts and use it to patch up my Avari. I think that's how it works in my mind. The more units die, the more suitable body parts. You can do something like, oh, there's still a leg that's intact over here, I'll just ram it in there. Frankenstein, you know? That's the way we do it. Aw, you done? Because I'm not entirely done yet. I'm gonna wait until you're out of ballista range. I'm not sure if we killed enough, well, if we lost enough troops for it to be worthwhile. We'll see about that in a moment. I mean, losing some of Edwodyns' men wouldn't be bad either, because they replenish for free, of course, so putting them in the replenishment pool would also be quite nice. Mop them up. I want to see them all gone. I also want you to get your 3rd gold chevron, which I thought you already had, even though it doesn't matter one bit stats-wise. It only counts every new chevron, so 1 bronze is the same as 3 bronze, but then 1 silver is an upgrade, but then 1 silver is the same as 3 silver, but then 1 gold is an upgrade, and then 3 gold is the same as 1 gold, but it looks nice. Alright, that's plenty. Let's see here, is this a heroic victory? It is! Good! And we have lost 113 men, killing well over 2,000. Ah, I love ballista towers. Let's see here. The Avari Shadows lost 44, healed 35. Avari Spearmen lost 54, healed 27. So it didn't quite work out quite as well. Yeah, we actually healed Western defenders as well, so it seems my theory isn't exactly 100% correct. That's a shame, but still, we healed quite a lot. But next time I won't even risk the Avari units. They're just too worthwhile not to... or, too worthwhile to risk. Anyway, I did say that we would rename the settlement of Varfest after Edwodin, or after the Ballista Towers, or both after this, or after a heroic victory, which indeed we have secured. So I'll take your recommendations. Comment section's all yours again, as always. Let me know what you would like to see Varfest renamed to. And there we have it. The last survivors. Survive no more, of course. As always. Am I ever merciful? No, I'm not. Okay, happy times. He's attacking me at the Plains of Norway, which is fantastic. Not that the Plains of Norway, the settlement that is, or is such a good defensive location, but I think we can make something out of it. Especially with Norway the Archer, of course. The Moriquindi Sentinel. We should be fine. Unless that army consists entirely of trolls or something, in which case we won't be fine. But I doubt it. If indeed he has any trolls at all. Let's see here. Betroth Rune. Oh, okay, a suitable husband. He's lazy, which is a sign of intellect, as I specified earlier. He's hateful. Okay, he's got good acumen, though. He'll be a good governor. Tolerant to foreigners, Northmen, Dorwinion. I'm going to park you away for now. Merchants Guild in Dantanat. Yes, always. Rioting in Dantanat. No, not good. 65%. I think if we finish the camp guard, it should be at 70%. With the law bonus, 5%. Rune. Who's Rune? I mean, it's a bit of a cursed name to give to a daughter, right? As Dorwinion. I mean, I'm not one to judge, but... Dagmar, Signy, Helga. Hey, nice. That's a half-elf right there. Vidukind. Where the frick is Rune? No, that's Ivonen. Oh, that's... Freuthir died peacefully. What? How did he die? Probably died in a riot or something. No one dies peacefully in these lands. Vandermeer. It is indeed Vandermeer with the R. Where the hell is Rune? Where is she on the family tree? Am I blind? I must be blind. Bergwin? She's a little bit too young to be married off. You're all a bit young. Oh, is that... There she is, Rune. That's actually a child of Vandermeer. Okay. So, sister of Norway, somehow? What? This family tree makes no sense. An aunt of Kel, who's 12 years older? Okay. Sure. Where are you? Yeah. You're at Karasant. Okay, I like your helmet. Where am I lacking governorship? At Lest. So I'll move inward to Lest. Let's say 1.4k to 1.8k with extra growth as well, free upkeep. Oh, the Bimba, I like it. And then you, Mr. Harward, you can move to Strondost. And then you guys can go towards Varfest, of course, because we are soon going to lead a counterattack against the vile scum of Mordor. Erland, go to Dantra to keep the peace. Good man. Move away one tile. Oh, I wanted to put a watchtower, but sadly that's not an option. Okay, good. So we now hold Dantra with a pretty elite force here. We're doing pretty well. I'm quite happy. Alright, let's see. Shaguk. I can't see what you have. Mr. Spy. What does Shaguk have? Merkwood Uruks. Nothing too scary. Scary is probably the bodyguard, which says a lot. Bur Southeast does have a spy, so let's go do some espionage. You're still chilling at Vandamis Vineyard, which is a little bit scary. Okay. Let's start by taking Dorlingvar real quick. I should round off the episode here, but honestly, I'm having too much fun. Maur and just a unit of Dorguldur host. I'm not sure what the settlement will look like. I kind of forgot what an orc settlement or an orc castle looks like. But I don't think it'll be too hard, considering we have a decent army. Right, Avalon the Aggressive, making true to his name once more. Let us take Dorlingvar. Oh, I don't like this mist. And it seems an orc castle is actually the same as an orc encampment. Maybe the shape's a little bit different, but besides that, I'm not seeing any differences. There's a random light over here. That is spooky, man. It's quite bright, actually. Anyway, to come back to a point I made earlier, just now before the battle, talking about the length of the videos, I did get a lot of positive comments about something I mentioned in the last episode where I said I wasn't quite sure how well received episode 10 would be because it's close to 2 hours in length. But it seems no one really minded the extra length. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. And people who said, you know, if I can't watch it in one time, I'll just pause it and continue later. And then other people saying, I do watch it in one time. You know, I put it on as a background audio when I'm working or something. So in case that is indeed the case right now and you are working, I hope you're doing a good job. But besides that, I hope you're taking care of yourself mostly. Because I'm not the kind of person that lives to work. I'm very much living by the mantra, work to live. But indeed, if you do live to work, then that is your right as well. But that makes me kind of happy. I'm not saying that every episode from now on will be 2 hours long, but I'll try not to feel too bad if I want to continue playing a little bit longer. But of course, you are talking to the man who did the Rune campaign in one live stream, so I don't really... oh my god, we obliterated them with what little ammo we had left. I don't really care too much, or I don't really... How should I word this? I don't get bored easily or I don't quit easily when I'm playing this game. Whilst that is actually the case, I'm not sure why the game allows me to build ladders, but it has that. That's actually the case with a lot of different games. I don't know, maybe that's part of getting older, but I get less enjoyment out of gaming. I still enjoy it very much, but as a kid it was always more special. And now, I don't know, maybe some games have just become predictable, so I enjoy more kind of sandbox experience like Total War. Not sure. But it's one of the few games that I can still like play for hours on end. There are of course exceptions. And maybe I should start checking out other genres of games. Like I've heard a lot of good stuff. Maybe you guys in the comment section can confirm, but about Hades. I haven't actually watched any gameplay of it. I don't know what it's about. I've just heard a lot of good stuff about it. So I'm kind of on the fence of maybe checking it out. Although I'm not sure if I should get it on PC or on Switch. Not sure which consoles it's all on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing the wrong games. But sometimes I get a little bit... I don't know. I've played so many games for so many years. And maybe that's just me being an old millennial at this point. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like new games just lack. And I don't know. I'm not going to say lack this or lack that. Just lack. Like when I play Shadow of Rome, I enjoy myself because it's... I think I actually know what I want to say. I think newer games, and maybe that again boils down to me playing the wrong kind of games, but newer games take less risks. They play a lot more... Don't you throw that axe. They play a lot more by the... Oh my lord. By the book. Don't take any risks. They I don't know, become almost stereotypes. whilst older games, they did the most absurd shit. And I think that boils down to just the industry having changed quite a bit because of, you know, higher graphical fidelity and just how much longer it takes to make games these days, at least AAA games or AA games or even just regular 1A games. That is why they take less risk, because games take longer to make, and in order to earn back the money you spend on it as an investor, which is already a problem enough, you want to get a quick buck, and you want to make sure that you get your money back at the very least and make some profit. So you're not going to take a risk. You can't, like most studios at this point, can't afford a big game to fail. And in that regard, I do respect CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk. The game, I haven't played it, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard, it's pretty buggy. These guys are pretty damn good with their axes. But that said, they took risks with a new IP, with something completely different, and that I like. I like that a lot. And I guess that's because recently, of course, the news broke that Electronic Arts, or EA, or whatever you want to call them, lost their exclusive license, their monopoly, so to speak, of Star Wars games, and immediately was announced that Ubisoft would be making an open-world Star Wars game. And my first reaction was just a sigh. It was like, ugh, it's gonna be like Far Cry and like Assassin's Creed, which are so, you know, paint by the numbers at this point. It's such a cliche. It always plays the same way. And that's a shame, because you can make some fantastic Star Wars games, and there have been fantastic Star Wars games in the past. And even recently, if you look at Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order or Star Wars Squadrons, those are fantastic games, but they took risks. Whilst Star Wars Battlefront, for example, is the most risk-free game you could have made, and it's a fun game, it's a cool game, but of course it had its issues in the beginning. Like, Star Wars Squadrons is such a niche game, and I haven't played it myself because I don't have a VR, and I feel like it's the kind of game you should play with a VR, or at least a joystick. I don't have that. Maybe one day I'll play it. But I just like that they took a risk with it and they went with it, and of course money is the most important way to measure a game's success, and I think that is a problem. Anyway, that's just I just went on a crazy rant when I took Dorwinion, I forgot the name of the settlement. Anyway, Mr. Avalon killed 238, which is by far the most. Stormbladesmen took a lot of casualties because of those throwing axes, but besides that, a relatively easy grab of Dorwinion. A settlement I hope to upgrade soon, so I'm not going to exterminate the populace. Alright, good job. Beautiful. Another settlement to our collection. And now we are indeed in the woods, which I don't like. Oh, look at that. We can immediately upgrade it. And then we have a stronghold. Like, a lot of people said these settlements suck ass and I shouldn't care too much about them because they have such low population. But as long as you don't exterminate, these are pretty nice settlements to have, man. Pretty damn nice. You know what? I'd actually get another spy. They're quite nice to have. So now we have Dorwinion, which we upgrade into a stronghold. Let's hope no rioting happens that kills Avalon. 65% is kind of close to the threshold. Maybe there's some mercenaries I can pick up. I'm not sure. Maybe we can get Mirkwood mercenaries. The elves. That would be quite cool. Well, I guess I'll give these guys their armor upgrade, I suppose it is. Mostly get the melee units. Okay, what else can I build? Ooh, I can build lots of stuff. Let's see here. Production-wise, we're doing quite well. Although someone... I thought we were number 2 at one point. No, that's a shame. Okay, Cormac, you're a new spy. I've already moved you. Construction report, lots of new stuff, including the mines at Saint-Anouilh, Mataram Trading Post. Some halls there. We'll check that in a moment. Ilan got the herbalist. Beautiful. Hostilities cease between Rohan and Dunland. Okay, that might give Rohan a chance to push back against Isengard, but at this point I think it is too late. So who knows. Harad doesn't like me. I've never even seen you. I don't know who you are, Harad. Leave me alone. Okie dokie. Saint-Anouilh. I can get Avari units there. I definitely want to get Avari Naharim. That's for damn sure. Royal Hall. This is a stronghold, so what do I need to get the highest tier of Avari barracks? Probably the Royal Hall, right? Yes, Royal Hall. So let's get that. Even though at one point I want to be able to, or I want to train most of my units. Oh my god, Saint-Anouilh is raking in the big cash. I want to be able to train my units at Mistrand because that's where I can get the advanced blacksmith. That always kind of bothers me about the advanced blacksmith building. You always build it in important settlements of other factions, which makes sense, right? You achieve insight into how to make better armor by learning from your opponents. But then you can't take that experience and take it to your main training hubs, which you've had from the beginning of the game, like Santanwi. That's where I want to get my advanced blacksmith, you know, not over there. Unless the advanced blacksmith to me... Oh, it seems it's actually not... It's... Yeah, for Dorwinion it's a different system because it's just the Avari. So we can get an Avari armor in Santanwi, so let's get that right away. Oh yes, that's going to be so important. I'll get some more Avari units. Although actually... They're not... They're quite expensive, and I would rather spend my money a little bit elsewhere now. Like on the Burka. Sheep farming, for example. So we can get that up to a large town as soon as possible. And I think this is indeed the best way to do it. Although actually... it's kind of a toss-up between a herbalist and sheep farming. But a herbalist is cheaper. So unless I get a significant upgrade from cattle farming, no, that's also like 0.5%. Then no. Maybe I should boost that a little bit. Okie dokie. What else to build? Plains of Norway. That's on the siege, so I can't build anything there. Elgaer. We're making decent money there. Wintidian. We don't have a port there yet, it seems. No, wait, we do. It's simply over here. Well, let's upgrade the port anyway. Varfest. Thorn barracks, perhaps? So I can retrain some of my dudes. I only have one Thorn unit, but that's okay. I can retrain all these guys. With what exactly? Oh! Probably the Avaran Smith's Guild for the melee weapon bonus. So they can all get a melee weapon bonus, huh? Interesting. Like, privateer units with melee is 10 attack. AP. It's a pretty sweet deal. Seems that's most of my cash spent. Can I build something? No. Nothing. Another standard Enmahath, why not? Oh, hello, Mordor. You want to have a go? You want to try? I don't think you'll like it. Alright, you're on the move. We're holding Dantalat. We have a general in there. We have taken Dorlingvar with Mr. Avalon. Still kind of patiently waiting on what Ostingale is going to do. They're going to keep those units in there or not. At this point, we've pushed Dol Guldur back quite far. I'm not sure how much territory they have, but if we think, you know, logically speaking, Ostingale, this is all Narrows of Mirkwood, right? The Naked Hill Dol Guldur is one settlement, so there's 1, 2. They probably have some of the Anduin Vale territory, yeah. They hold the Middle Vales, which is Duinberg. I'm not sure why I can see everything. I can't see here, but I can see here. So they hold the Middle Vales. They don't have Bjorn's Woods, nor Western Mirkwood. They do hold Central Mirkwood. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Lower Vales. Yeah, they hold this territory here. And then there's one here as well, which they probably hold as well. And then, of course, the Brownlands. So they still have a fair bit of territory, but they should be getting pushed at from multiple sides. And I don't care too much about the real deep territories. I don't need to hold their settlements anyway. So we only need 5 more regions and destroy Mordor. Which, if we get lucky with the ring spawn, we could do relatively easy. Anyway, enough talking. So probably going to keep pushing as soon as possible with Avalon from Dorlingvar. He might be able to make the push towards Dol Guldur itself. No, we will hold against Chaguk, which we know has these kind of units. So they'll defend, they'll win, and then maybe they can push towards Ostingale. I do need maybe a couple more troops to come over. Like, this isn't anything too impressive. That's a garrison if I've ever seen one. Captain Hurluk will probably attack you and you'll die. Whoops. That's a mistake. Okay. Yeah, definitely more units here. That's for damn sure. Okay, anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Episode 12 of the Dorwinion campaign. And I hope to catch you all soon for episode 13. As I've said before, we're looking for a new name for Varfest to honor Edwodyn and his Ballista Towers in that amazing victory against the hordes of Mordor. And with that said, I hope to catch you all soon for episode number 13. An unlucky number, but hopefully we are lucky. See you, lads.